Hey everyone, let's explain inefficiency in a monopolistic competitive market structure. We have two types of inefficiency. The first is due to the fact price is greater than minimum average total cost. This is called productive inefficiency. This occurs because the firms incur higher cost due to product differentiation and advertising. The second kind of inefficiency that arises is because price is greater than marginal cost. This leads to under-allocation of resources. We do not really see these inefficiencies in a perfectly competitive market structure. Now, I'm going to look at excess capacity using the graph. So this is a graph that shows us why monopolistic competition is inefficient. I want to go ahead and draw the graph in front of you so that it makes more sense. So I will go ahead here and insert another slide and redraw the whole thing. So bear with me here. Definitely is not drawn according to scale. Again, I have this two-quadrant graph. I have this quantity and the price. This is my demand curve. The next thing I have is the marginal revenue curve, trying to keep it as straight as possible. Next thing I have here is the marginal cost curve. You know what comes next. MR is equal to MC, and we find the output level, which is here. For the sake of convenience, say the output is equal to 10 units. Say this is my output level. Now the next thing is I will extend this all the way till it hits the demand curve, and say my price is equal to $80. Now I'm going to look at a long run scenario. We know in the long run from our adjustment process, we know that price is equal to average total cost, and the average total cost curve will be tangent to the demand curve. So I'm going to draw this average total cost here. So here you go, it looks good. This is my average total cost. This is tangent to the demand curve. My average total cost is also equal to 80. That means we are in the long run and we have normal profit. Now let me show you something else here, something which we might not have expected. Now this is equal to average total cost, but this is not equal to minimum average total cost. So as I see here, the output is produced at the point where price is not equal to minimum average total cost. So from here I have my output is equal to 10 units. We can say the average total cost is at its minimum, where the marginal cost cuts the average total cost curve, like this point here. So this is the point here. So this is the point where we have minimum average total cost. Say the minimum average total cost, just going to say this minimum average total cost is equal to $60. Now there should be some output associated with the minimum average total cost. Say the output is equal to 20. Okay, this is the output here. This is equal to 20, and definitely this output is more than what is produced by a monopolistic competitive market structure. That means what? So this means we have productive inefficiency because monopolistic market structure is not producing at the lowest possible cost. They are producing at $80, but the minimum average total cost is equal to $60. Now this brings us to the concept of excess capacity. So excess capacity is going to be the difference between this two output level. So I'm going to write here the excess capacity. This is equal to the output that is produced with minimum average total cost. From that I subtract the output that is produced with price equal to minimum average total cost. From that is subtract the output that is produced with price equal to average total cost. So let's just go back to the slide here and I can kind of write it better. So excess capacity is the difference between two levels of output. One is the output that is produced at minimum average total cost. From that we just subtract the output that is not produced at minimum average total cost. From our example, output produced at minimum average total cost, that is 20. From that produced not produced at minimum average total cost is 10, and this is equal to 10. This is the excess capacity from this graph. So my excess capacity is equal to, this number should be equal to this one, 10. This is the excess capacity, this concept that we see in this kind of market structure. We have the higher cost because of product differentiation and advertising, but we have to remember this also creates increase in demand, and if this increase in demand can compensate for the additional cost, then the firm will be in a profitable position. Now, why is this something that we see in a society? We see this, and we also see that we have more choices as a whole in a society. We see a lot of variety. Variety is the spice of life. Unlike perfectly competitive market structure where the goods are similar, the consumers, they have a wide variety of types, styles, brands, a wide variety of foods a consumer can enjoy in a monopolistically competitive market structure. Okay, so basically we have a lot of product variety, and this is why we like this kind of market structure. Like I just mentioned before, we have different types, different styles, different brands, different quality. We have different types of pizza which we can enjoy. We have different types of fries we can enjoy. We do not really need to stick to the same good every day, because even though we have productive inefficiency, we have a lot of consumer choices. And I would say I would really prefer consumer choices, even though we have productive inefficiency. Alright, so this brings us to the end of this chapter. That is all for now. If you like this video, you can click like and subscribe. Thank you very much.